Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And let's get right into it. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and let's get back into the analysis here. We can see that Bitcoin at the moment had a pretty much a sideways weekend as per usual, just chopping. And again, that's why we don't really trade the weekends. And right now, Bitcoin is still underneath some resistance here at 26,800. I think that we may get some upside here, potentially back up to 27,500 to 27,000 if Bitcoin is able, and then the markets are able to float up right in the coming days, as the FOMC meeting is going to be on Wednesday. So the 2 days before that, is very possible that the markets chop sideways. We get low volatility and light volume, and if we get light volume in the markets, you know what happens is that the market tends to go sideways or is biased towards the upside, right? Because if there's light volume, then nothing's really going to happen, and then the market tends to float up. All right, let's take a look at wave edge right here. So on the daily time frame, you guys can see that we are still in this red money flow here, and a pretty significant amount of it too. And now we are getting a potential reversal triangle here on the market cipher. So this means that we may get some downside soon, although we're going to have to follow up with this because sometimes these play out depending on when you get them. So you guys can probably tell we had some red money flow here. We had a nice pop with the VWAP here, and then the VWAP started to come down with the momentum waves, and then you got a blue trend reversal triangle here on market cipher, and it actually played out really nicely, right? So if you actually shorted from these levels here, you actually would have made around 10 to 12%, right? So not too bad, right? So you got to pick your moments when you trade these signals here on the daily time frame. And just looking at it, I think we may get a reversal here towards the downside if it does not confirm above that $26,800 resistance. If we get a daily candle close above this, then a little bit more upside may be possible. But I think that the B wave is in right now, and we are just getting ready, and we're just going to chop sideways, and we're going to get ready to go down into a C wave, okay? So that's just my personal opinion. You don't have to follow any of it. It's just my analysis and what I see. Again, this is obviously bearish. And just looking at commercial money, which I did take a look at it on Friday and Saturday. I mean, I reviewed it with you guys on Saturday, but I took a look at it on Friday. And the consensus is that the commercial money is still overwhelmingly short. They are net short over 2,660 contracts, right? They are only long 117 contracts. They are a majority of the time correct, right? I would say like 99% of the time commercial money is right, but they can be early to the party, right? Which means eventually they're going to be right like all the time, but they can be early, right? They may enter their positions a week, 2 weeks in advance before the move actually happens, right? But we've known this for a couple of weeks now. Commercial money has been short for a while. And then as you can probably tell, the non-reportables are removed a little bit from the long side and added to the short side, but still more long than short. They're long 1,134 contracts. And actually the commercial added 12 contracts to the long side and 21 to the short side. So again, let me reiterate this. I am not long-term bearish on Bitcoin. I am short-term bearish, which means I do expect the price to move down to the $22,000 levels. And for all the bears, not the bears, the bulls that are getting very upset with my analysis with Bitcoin potentially getting a drop here, they should be happy, because if you are bullish on Bitcoin, you always want it to go down so you could buy more, right? So having it go down to 22 is a huge buying opportunity. And I'm not telling anybody to sell anything, right? I'm telling you guys just what I'm seeing here. I'm not telling you to unload your bags. I would never do that, right? I'm just providing short-term trading opportunities for you guys to profit on and, you know, capitalize some nice gains on there as the price moves up and down with Bitcoin, right? So again, I'm not telling you guys to sell your bags or anything. I'm just providing some short-term bearish analysis, and that's just what I see in the charts, and that's what I see with the Commitment of Traders report. Okay, All right, looking at the new weekly time frame that we just got here, we just got a new weekly candle. We actually have an 8 and a 2, so a little bit bullish, right? And we actually could potentially get a green dot if we see some more upside with Bitcoin. But when I look at the larger time frames, and that's where I start my analysis on, is that I look at the larger time frames like the monthly, and the monthly is just looking absolutely horrendous right now. So I don't expect so much upside in Bitcoin like all the bulls are thinking. I think that they are, they're just grasping for straws at the moment, and then that's when the market makers are going to take advantage of that, and they're going to push them out of their positions as they panic sell at 22 to 21,000. And I'll be more than happy to provide liquidity at 21 to 22,000. I will be buying their Bitcoin from them if it gets down to these levels, okay? And moving on, taking very quickly, just looking at the 2-week. I was actually checking the 2-week on all the exchanges here. We actually have a 17 and a -3. So it's actually even more bearish on the 2-week time frame. So I still expect some downside for Bitcoin. I don't think we're out of the woods yet. And looking at the daily, I mean, we just covered it. And we could take a look at the 4-hour. And it's pretty much neutral right now on the 4-hour. Although we're about to make contact with this moving average. And maybe that's going to be, we're going to get a little bit of a pump and then maybe a dump. And then we'll get the true move then, okay? All right, and let's take a look at wave edge very quickly. So the new weekly candle, nothing there yet. And no new no new green crosses, no buying opportunities yet that I see. Looking at the daily time frame, I don't see anything coming up here. And actually checking the 12-hour, we're actually getting a significant amount of red crosses. So I'm actually taking a look at wave edge. It's actually signaling that we could get a move towards the downside very shortly. So just be careful if you're getting to some heavy longs here and the lows are in. This was the low and it's never going to go back down. Just be careful. All right, that's all I'm just saying is just hedge your hedge your positions with some stop losses. And looking at the 4-hour time frame, we have actually a couple of red crosses here as well. And then again, that weekend price action, nothing really happens. So again, nothing to follow up there. So if you guys want to get access to these 2 indicators, the link is in the description. You guys can sign up, help support the channel, and I think you might even get a discount on Market Cipher. Okay, so that's what I see in Bitcoin, and I mean, there's no other signals that I've seen come up yet. I know there's some YouTubers saying that we're gonna crash to 10K and stuff. I don't know about that, and I'm gonna take it level by level, and what I see that we're not gonna go straight down there, right? We're gonna have to take out a lot of support levels if that's the case. And in my opinion, I think we're going to come back down in a wave 2 into a bigger cycle. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you do, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Love you all. Peace.